Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Kyle Can't Game, no Carnivores playthrough of The Island. So we're here, we're working on the compound today, so we're going to close off this little bit of stuff that, oh, I need one more fence foundation there, don't I? We're going to close off this little bit of stuff that the gates didn't fit properly, and then I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that plan, because it is going to be a big build. It's probably not all going to get done today. It might be a work in progress for a while because, like I said, it's going to be a big one, large project for me, biggest building project I've ever taken on. But I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So actually, I think I want to go pillars there. Let me get some pillars made real quick. All right, let's get these pillars up on this side. Do the same thing on that side, and then I'll talk to you guys about the basics for this base. Ooh, is a pillar going to work there? One way to find out, right? No. Need a fence foundation for sure. Alright, last wall is up right there. Now I'm going to go into creative mode real quick just so you guys can kind of see the whole thing. Also I came up here last night with the beaver. I'm not really... oh, there's an explorer node up here. I didn't know that. Cool. I'm not really thinking we need to worry about spike walls over here. You know, if stuff starts falling in the base, then we'll decide to do that. But also with this wall, this whole stone being immobile. So what I want to do is I think I want to like start here and make like a tower for a castle right here, and then have a similar tower for a castle over here. Maybe more like right here, right? Those towers will go up, and it'll cover this thing. And eventually we'll build walls into the side of this thing. We'll go across the little creek, and in this area we'll do another tower. And same thing for like over here, another tower going up. So that'll be 4 towers, and then we'll have ceilings going all across this, and foundation support going all the way to the ocean or to the riverbed, because I want I want to build like a little crawl space between on the bottom to keep my like generator, all the electrical cords and all that kind of stuff, right? And then I want to have a big workshop here on the where the side of this is. And then on the second floor, which will probably be like 6 stories high, because that's I'm pretty sure that's how big an indie forge is, and that would be like the center of the workshop. And then above that would be like a throne room, trophy room, artifact room. But we might build the throne room on this bottom floor and have like this rock built into it a little bit, kind of like Game of Thrones ish, like where some of the like Dragon Reach kind of has like a lot of stone and that kind of thing. So I don't know, but it's gonna be a lot of work because that's a lot of space that's all going to be covered. And I'm in creative mode now just to show you guys. I might stay in creative mode just for the weight reduction, but I'm not going to be crafting creative mode stuff. Like, I'm going to be legit harvesting it all and, blah, blah, blah. And now it's super foggy, can't see anything. But, yeah, so we're going to get going on that. Like I said, we'll probably start on the tower here and go across and then start working our way ceiling, pillar, etc. But we got our trusty harvesting team right here, and I'm going to get out on it. let's go back into creative real quick and just look at this. So, I want to make sure this is lined up just like absolutely perfectly right. So we want to be out of this a little bit. In the middle, I think I like in the middle actually. So let's lay down the first foundation. Do we like that? Does it need to be over further? Is it straight? It is straight, but I do also want it to be over a little further this way. So let's put it down here. And how do we do this part, right? Actually, let me kill creative now. I've never done these style. No, that's not it. Pick that up. Whoa, no, wrong one. Stone triangle. So how does this... Yeah, okay. And then back here. And back here. Okay, back into creative. Is that the... That's not the full circular I wanted, but I actually like that quite a bit. And then we'll go 2 across, 2 foundations wide across. So like so. We're going to fill that all the way in, yeah. And then we'll have to go ceilings. So let's fill in as much as we can. Okay, I'm getting the hang of how the triangle stuff fits in now, I think. Cool. Cool to me, at least. So I don't know if you guys can kind of see what we're going to do, but here we'll have, you know, that little outline with the triangles and the first 3. That'll go straight up, and then we'll do this, mirror it on this side, and then we'll go across. We might have to actually move these out. I'm kind of debating in my head if I want to kill all those gates, and from here go straight across to here, and then go down and then straight down. So we have like all this space available for building. But that's a big decision because we spent a lot of time doing that already. So I think we're going to get into this first and see what we like. And so from here, you're going to see one tower come out, one tower come out, and then like, you know, the big main part of the castle, the keep, I guess you would call it. So yeah. So I'm going to keep going, and you know, it's pretty boring to watch, so I'm not going to keep you guys around for all of it, but I will keep bringing you back when it is pertinent to do so. So, but yeah, for now we got to make a lot more foundations, a lot more ceilings. We're going to have to do a bunch of pillars. It's going to be a very long day. So I'm going to throw this into the preserving bin, and I can't wait for this all to get filled in with ceilings so I don't have to swim across it every time, but I'll see you guys back in a few. Alright, thought I'd bring you guys back for a second just because we made a ton more foundations, and we're basically as foundationed out in this area as we can be, right? And in case you're unfamiliar with building an arc, now we have to go with pillars and ceilings. So you can see on the hotbar I got 50 ceilings, 50 pillars. I'm super overweight, but I'll show you. So this is a foundation, right? It provides foundational support for things around it for up to 2 places away. Past here, it's going to tell me that there's no foundational support. So when we get to this spot, here's what we have to do. We put a pillar right there. And actually, I can do this with grapples and stuff, but I'm going to go into creative just so you guys can see. So there's a pillar with a ceiling with a pillar in it right there. We're going to put another pillar down right here. If we go and remove this pillar, there is no nub, right? Well, there is a tiny nub, but it's barely visible. That's because that original pillar had 2 stat points, and this new pillar went into the lower snap point. If you go into the higher stat point, you can do that. It just leaves a nub sticking out, right? Which, like, I only care about because that's one set. And then we're going to take the foundational support all the way as low as we can, which is right there. But the only reason I don't want a nub here is because we're going to be walking through it, right? When we get over to this water area and we're going to place pillars underneath to hold all the generators and outlets and all that stuff, I don't care if the nubs stick out because it's not really going to be visible, right? So that's like some of the basic stuff. Like I said, I'm not great at building, but those are like basic things that I've learned from watching a lot of other YouTubers do a lot of stuff. So I'll try to show you this better. But here, that would be, if I do this, that'll replace the current one, right? Or I can go here. Boy, I wonder why. Normally, it's hard to get this lower one, but now it's not even giving me the higher one. I wonder if that's been updated, the nub thing, because that was mighty annoying. That would be awesome if it was. But yeah, and then I'm just going to keep doing the foundation support all the way to the floor. And this is only going to be kind of a... Woo. It's only going to be a bitch on, like, maybe 2 more rounds going all the way down, right? Because after that, we'll be connected over on this side. So we'll be back on regular foundations. And over here, it's only going to take like 3 pillars to get to the bottom of the riverbed. It's just that here we have to go all the way down the waterfall to create that foundation support. So like I said, I could have done this using grapples, and like hanging from here and then doing 2 or 3 and then grappling down. I just don't really want to do that. It kind of seems like a waste of time, and you know, in my opinion, it's up to each individual player, especially in single player. You know, what do you consider cheating? What do you not? Oh, there we go. See, that's what I was talking about. So let's go there again, and then now we'll pick up this one. And I'll get a better angle on this. So that is in the middle of the ceiling, right? We can go here, and you can see that there is a piece sticking up. Come on, man. It just showed it. Come on. Well, it looks like it doesn't want to go along with me, which is fine because that's normally the hardest part of building. If you do pillar and ceiling building, it's the hardest part. But yeah, like I was saying, I think it's up to each individual player. You know, if you're on a server and you have admin abilities, I feel differently, especially like there are certain ways to cheat in this game. But if you ask me, if you play this game on single player, I gotta get more pillars. If you play this game on single player, Okay, let's get out of creative mode and we can talk about this for a sec. Just my feelings on it. I need everything. So, are you out of thatch? You're completely out of wood. Okay. Well, let's get harvesting a little bit, but yeah, like I was trying to say, my feelings on creative mode or like some other things, dino wipes, force taming, blah blah blah. For all those things, we're playing a single player game, and whatever brings you joy is not, at least to me. I don't think I would consider it cheating. Like if you go in and use the admin gun on a boss fight, then yeah, I feel like that's pretty blatantly cheating, right? But if you're just using creative mode, like even if I was using creative mode for this entire build and all I was doing was like I was crafting everything in creative and building in creative, yeah, I still think it's up for debate whether you would consider that cheating or not, depending on the person, I mean, we all have different time constraints on our life. We all have different priorities. Some people love the game for the dinosaurs, hate the game for the grind. I don't like telling people how they can or cannot enjoy a game that they spent their own hard-earned money on and they're spending their own free time doing. So that's how I feel personally about it. So if you think going into creative mode instead of using grapples there is cheating, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you think I'm cheating, but at the same time, like F you, dude. This is my channel, my game, my life, and I'm gonna play it as I see fit. So that's kind of how I feel about that. But I'm gonna craft some more of these pillars and run back into creative mode, like I said. Finish that little bit, and I'll bring you guys back for it. All right, I want to show you guys one more thing real quick. So I got that pillar done. I built the two more ceilings out, right, which is what that foundation support supplied. Let's go ahead and destroy this. We're gonna have to, excuse me, we're gonna have to destroy everything we've built at this compound so far. So let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. Again, I'm in creative mode just so I can move around and get those snap points, right? Actually, I can pull out of it now. Oh, I'm a little overweight. Okay, but if I try to put a foundation here, it won't snap. Actually, I'll go in just for the weight. If I try to put a foundation here, it's not going to snap to that ceiling, right? So what I can do is put a pillar in that ceiling. Now this will snap. Come up here, pick that pillar up, and then I can just keep building as I was. Exactly as I was. So actually, now that we're getting to this point, we need to decide how far out do we want, what's going to be even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's, whew, is that already a little uneven? If I want the waterfall to be the middle, I mean, yeah, I guess it is. I need to demolish this one. Let's take a look again now. I think it's demolish one more. Good lord. And then And then triangles, right? One. Let's put down the rest of these foundations first. Right? Because that matches up. Or actually, this side came out one further if it could. Yeah? Cool. And then I'll grab some triangle foundations. And bring you guys back in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then... Oh wait, no, that would have been on this side, right? So I need to pick these up, I think. Man, I'm confusing myself a little bit here. Like I said, I've never done this kind of build per se, so there, 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 there. Now, how does that create a gap? How are those not? I should pick these back up. Well, oh, I don't like that at all. Alright, so I gotta kill everything here. Demolish. Demolish. Okay, let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I think I came out too far. So pick these up while we're still allowed to. Nope. Damn. Alright, so I got 3 left. So it goes out from there. Right? So let me get out of creative. I'll make some more triangle. Now is that right? I think it is. So we'll go... And then 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh crap. I was making 17 of those, and then I went into creative mode because of the weight, and it made a bajillion. So I'm gonna drop all this crap. I made 17, and I think I used 6 there. So let me... Yeah, 11. That seems fair enough to me. Now, is that symmetrical? That is cool. I think this is going to look awesome. Although I should have come out further on that side, on the right side. Maybe probably. Do I really want to do that all over again? I do. I want it to look right. So we're going to redo that. Alright, now are we symmetrical? I think. Yeah, I think that looks better. Cool. And now we can pretty much be done with creative, I think, because we got that, like, you know, now everything is lined up. I'll do this to break it off. Alright, guys, well, now it's going to be a lot of moving the tames over and just filling this in. You guys saw the drill with the harvesting, you know, it's just, I've got the 3 following each other. I think I explained that last episode, right? I've got This one, the trike's following the Dodic is following the Castroides is following the trike. So when I go out that gate to harvest stuff, all three of them are coming. But you guys saw me do that just a minute ago, so I'm gonna go do that a couple more rounds. This time I'm probably gonna spend a long time just collecting that stuff, and then crafting up a ton of stuff so that I don't have to keep taking like tiny little breaks every 5 minutes to go get more stuff. And I've got these two storage bins set up to fill with building materials, so I will do that for a while, and I'll see ya in a bit. All right, guys, we got all the dinos moved over here now, so they're all set up. I need to set up a feeding trough for them soon. Actually, I got the horse up top on playing King of the Mountain. Why I couldn't really tell you. Oop. And then right now I've got a ton of foundations made up, so I'm gonna oops. So I'm gonna keep going with this and get the bones done as far as we can, which is not going to be far for here, is it? No, it's not. Oop, and it's dark now, so let's gamma up. Gamma's already up. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep working on the basics throughout the night. I'm probably not going to keep the camera around because nighttime gets so dark. You know, I can only imagine what the quality of the video is right now. But I'm going to keep going on this, and yeah, it's taken a long time, but I think it's going to be worth it. I think it's going to be really, really, really nice once we're completely done. So, yeah, we're getting there. All right, welcome back real quick. We are about halfway through the pillar and ceiling part, but we're about to the part where we're going to hit the stuff that we already have. So, actually, let me go into creative mode and just show you guys up top real quick. But yeah, we're getting there. You know, it's a slog. I know it hadn't been long for you guys, but I actually took a couple days IRL and just took a little break because man, my brain cannot just handle hours and hours and hours of sitting here harvesting, making, placing. Like it gets to be a lot. So, but what I did do is I made a bunch of storage boxes and just threw all the crap over there and one preserving bin, filled it up. So now we're just gonna tear this stuff down because it is all empty, right? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna demolish this stuff. It'll break up the monotony of pillars and ceilings at least. And then I'm going to get back on that grind. I'll bring you guys back in a bit. Well, I guess I'll show you guys real quick how we are doing this. So I think I showed you before. I mean, I know I showed you on over here on the waterfall part, but this part's actually pretty simple. So, you know, we've got pillars on this aisle, right? And so we can go out two. Can't go out any further. So what we're doing is placing a pillar here, going down. Like I said, the snap points can be a little screwy sometimes. I think that's the lower one. Going all the way down. Come back up here, and we're trying to do this fast enough that we can pick it up. Oh, cool. No nub, so that was the lower snap point. But we're trying to do it fast enough to get them all the way to the ground so that we can pick up the one on top. Because, you know, it's not going to make the biggest difference in the world, but every little bit helps, you know. So let's see if I can show you this so you can see the green on top of that pillar, right? I'll waste a couple just to show you guys, but if I place that right there and then go all the way down, and then get rid of this one up here, then I'm left with a big nubbin right there, right? Obviously we don't want that, so we're trying to get that lower snap point. I'm going to pick as many of these up as we can while it's still got the timer. Nope, that one had to go. Okay. So that's why it's so important to get this lower snap point done correctly. And it is a little screwy, definitely. We're just going to keep looking down. If you don't see any of the green up above, you are probably okay. And let's check this. Get down there. And you got to go all the way to the ground. It's always best to double check because I have done that incorrectly before. And there we go. So that was perfect. We got the no nubbin and we got it back up just in time. So yeah, that's the slog we're doing. And then, when that's done, then we can go to further out. We can't go any further than that. So then it's time to do the pillar. Is that down? There's the green on the top, so we need to go to the lower snap point. There we go. All the way down. Come back up here. This one's probably too late. Nope, we're good. And then we can go more with ceilings. So, rinse and repeat ad nauseum. And that's how it's going. So I'm gonna get the bones pretty much done on here. Maybe get a few walls up. We'll pick our leaves out of our house, out of the compound. And yeah, I'll bring you back when there's a little bit something more to show. Okay, holy crap. I can't believe we're just about done with the bottom portion at least. Let me go into creative and show you guys where we're at. So, got a lot done. That took forever, man. But let me show you what we did. This is kind of a fun drop. So, we did pillar and ceiling all the way around, all the way down. And part of the reason that we did that is because we're going to be able to build ceilings now right at water level down here. And this is where we can keep, generators, outlets, all the wiring so that it doesn't have to go up into our main base, right? So it doesn't have to look ugly. I hate seeing that stuff. So that's one big plus. And then just so you guys know, one other thing I do whenever you hit the end of a pillar and ceiling build, like a straight wall, I'm going to pillar the entire thing because the snap points can get weird with being able to go two walls out or two ceilings out and then try to build a wall on the edge of that. Like sometimes you don't have the support you need. And then also, just to be safe, I kind of somewhat hidden, but as low as I could go, I did a line of foundations as well. Just to make sure, because even though nothing is touching this, if we build right here, walls going up, we could build ceiling, it'll still have foundational support, right? Because it's floating foundational support. It's one of the weird things about building an arc is, if I built a foundation right here and built a wall all the way up and ceilings up there, it would technically have foundational support, right? So that's one of the weird things. But now I've got the triangle stuff because I need to figure out how to replicate these two tower things, right? So I think what we're going to do is, so from the end, we started with one. So let's try that and just see 2, 3, 4, 5. And it was, is it here? Is it lined up right? Yeah, okay. And then it was, that lines up to 3 regular walls, right? Nice. Nice. And then that would be 5 more of these. Alright, now let's before we go do it on the other side, let's just double check that that looks nice and right and even and everything like that. Yeah, I think that That's cool. I wonder, should we take out those? This is notched in over here. Should we take those out? Or is that going to be just kind of like a cool facade over here? I didn't want to cover up the waterfall too much. The pillar's already kind of not my favorite thing in there, but well, regardless, we know we can go ahead and do the other little tower thing, right? So that was... Well, it's way up here on this one, isn't it? We might have a three tower castle here. Hmm. Okay. Well, let me make some walls, and we'll kind of put the first tower up, right, and see how we like that, and kind of get a feel for what else we're gonna do. All right, guys. So I think I like these towers, all three right here. I'll show you real quick. The only crappy thing is this one over here. I figured we were gonna have some issues with, and we did get the nubbins on this one, just because this is only two pillars high. So it's kind of hard to like. It's basically impossible to get that lower snap point when you drop the pillar. So in order to get the walls on the outside, I did have to get the nubbin, which like it's not the end of the world. I mean, it does. It sucks because we made all of this without any nubbins, but it's not the end of the world by any means. But I just want to show you what this looks like real quick. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I mean, it's going to look really cool, I think. We're going to take the towers up pretty high, all three of them. This one, I want this main area to be like a grand throne room with like, ramps going ramps going up, and then like a throne area right with all the stone right there. Like I think that could be pretty sick. But I think that's gonna do it for today. I like I said, I'm not a builder. I don't know if we're gonna finish this in the next episode, or if we're just gonna get some basics down and start doing some more exploring or what. But if you made it this far, I very much appreciate it. Thanks for being here. If you're liking the saga or the compound so far, go ahead and leave a like or a comment. And otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Thank you.